Ladies and gentlemen, you know who it is. It's your boy SD Newkirk, your neighborhood MLO, aka the architect, creating street dreams and home trends. Or should I say home dreams and street friends,
Mm.
however you want to
hmm
put it. And I'm here with my co-host, Vinico. State your business, my man.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It is I, Vinico, aka the People's Realtor, where I realize every action leads to others' reactions, aka DJ Crown Prince, aka Mr. All of the Above. Let's go.
Let's go.
Woo!
Hey, fellas, we got a good show today, man. Just to let y'all know, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have a terrific show. We got a
hmm
guest. His name is Cedric Maxwell, aka Ced the Max, Ced to the
Ooh,
Max. Hey,
ooh.
man, Cedric, I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce yourself, man. Go ahead and state your
Yeah,
business.
absolutely, man. Yeah, this your boy said to the max, Cedric Maxwell said to the max. I'm a financial strategist, ready to make things happen. We help you keep more of what you earn.
Yes,
Okay,
sir. Yes, sir. Well,
so
that's good
American
to know,
Dream.
man. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
I hear that. Hey, how long you been in the business, my man?
Me, myself, I've been in for 23 years now.
23
Mm.
years.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Tell us, man, what's the business behind the brand? What's going on? What you do?
But the name of the company is Max Finances, and been in business, like I say, 23 years. I started out doing taxes, doing
Mm-hmm.
my own taxes for myself. I
Okay.
had to learn the game. I paid somebody to teach me the game because I didn't know
Mm.
nothing about taxes.
Yeah.
And the guy came and trained me, man, and I fell in love with finances. I started moving. I got into life insurance. Then I started getting into building my structures for my business, and man,
Mm.
it all blossomed. And I started learning everything. So now we have a solid business where we run our own company. We do everything ourselves. It's all in house, and we have an amazing team that help us get it done, man. So we're
Yeah.
excited about that.
That's good, man. That's good. Hey, tell me, man, so the people know what sets Maxwell Finance apart from
Mm.
the other finance guys that's on Instagram and TikTok saying they could do this and they could do that
hmm
and they can make your wish come true. What sets you apart?
Man, listen, it's specialized knowledge. You know,
Okay.
we take pride in having specialized knowledge. We figure out things that most people can't figure out. So we get those things done that are difficult. So we make it happen like that, man. So that's what
Gotcha.
set us apart,
Mm.
man. We take care of the big tasks for people that can't handle those things. We take care of
Okay.
those.
Okay. And you started business in what year?
2002.
Okay. So what is
Okay.
2002? Okay.
Well,
So
that's
what
that's when I started finances, but I've been in business, man. I was selling bubble gum when I was in 7th grade. So you know what I'm
Gotcha,
saying?
gotcha, gotcha. I hear that, my man. I hear that. So
Resale
where
game.
how do you generate most of your clientele?
Through well, because my tax business has taken off, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people in the tax business tell other people when they get good service. So
Okay.
word of mouth from that, but just being on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, spreading the word, going to speak at different seminars,
Mm-hmm.
touching base with people when I meet them,
Okay.
all kind of different ways, man. So we stay out there, putting it out there so that we can put the brand out there so people can know it.
Gotcha, man. Gotcha. Hey,
Mm.
man, there's a common thing, man, where you have, your philosophy and
Uh-huh.
what the industry standards are, man. Industry standards may require you to do certain things a certain way. What is your philosophy behind getting the right tax benefits to your clients or the right refund or getting them set up with their personal taxes or their business taxes? What do you do that sets you apart?
Well, man, we know how to go right to the line.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm.
tiptoe that line. We right on the line, man. We're gonna take you to the line, but
Okay.
we ain't
Okay.
gonna cross the line.
Okay.
You know? And
Gotcha.
so we willing to go that extra mile to help people get it done.
Okay. Okay. Extra mile. Can you give us an example of one of your extra miles that you may have taken with one of your clients to get the job done? We put people on the spot over here,
Look,
Cedric.
Oh yeah.
That's why we don't
he
prepare people
laughing.
for the call, man.
He got
We
one
put,
in mind already.
yes,
He got a
sir.
recent one.
Well, listen, I have several that came to mind, but
hmm
I
Okay.
talk about one where
Okay.
I had a young lady. She was doing her own taxes, and she was doing an awesome job for herself.
Mm-hmm.
So she has 2 children, and she's a teacher, and she has a business on the side. So when I got her to finally let me see her taxes, because she was like, "No, Mr. Maxwell, I got it. No, I'm gonna handle it.
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good."
Understand.
But one day I just got bold with. I said, "What you get back last year?" Just
Yes.
Just get real with it, right? Well, how much you get
Yes.
back? And she told me, I was like, but you have a business, you have 2 children. I said, something not adding up.
Mm-hmm.
I said, why don't you let me look at your old tax return? Don't even worry about the one coming up. Just let me look at the old one. Let me see if I can do something better than what you did. Let me see if you missed anything. And she
Okay.
said, all right, I'll let you do that. So she let me look at her it was a 23 tax return.
Okay.
Man, that's all she wrote, right?
Yeah.
I got that in my hand, and she had got herself back like $1,100 or whatever it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we did an amendment, and she didn't add any of her business expenses in there, so we was able to deduct some business expenses for. We was able to turn that tax return around, and we also got her some tax credits. She was able to get back 11 grand
Oh wow,
Oh,
that's
for
good,
her
man.
tax return.
So you
that's
Yeah.
went
real
from
good.
1100 to
From
11
1100
grand.
to 11 grand.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
good,
Yeah,
man. That's
yeah.
good. Hey man,
So
we always tell people when you do something like that, man,
Mm-hmm.
we don't want uh what you could say. We don't want to thank you. We want that referral.
Right, right. That's
You
the
know what I'm
best
saying?
thank you. That's the
Exactly.
best thank
That's
you.
the best
that is
thank
the
you,
Mm-hmm.
man.
best thank you, like
Hmm.
a couple of referrals.
Exactly. And so
Yeah.
hopefully you generate some business out of that, my man, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
And yeah, man, most
Yeah.
definite. So let me ask you a question, man. What can you tell what are people wasting money on today that they think that may be a good investment?
A lot of people at their jobs
Hmm.
are investing in. Well, I don't want to go throw the whole account out there. Hold
All
on.
right, I got you. I got you know, yeah, yeah, yeah.
You good, you good, you good.
Well, yeah, a lot of people are investing in their deferred comp at work.
Okay.
Like, I
Mm-hmm.
think that's a waste of money. Every time I pull up one of my clients' deferred comp, it's never doing over 2%, 3%.
Okay.
So it's really like just a savings account on steroids, but it's not really pumping anything, you know?
Gotcha.
So I
Okay.
think that's one of the biggest misconceptions that people have, thinking that
Mm-hmm.
if I just put money in it, it's gonna do good.
Hmm.
Not, because it's not built that way. You have to know how to go in and be precise with the funds that you pick.
Gotcha.
Fund
Mm.
selection is very key in knowing how to select the funds and what these funds are going to do for you, how to
Okay.
get dividends out of these funds. All these different things are key, but most people are not getting any of that in a deferred comp at work.
Mm. Okay.
So
So instead,
that's a big misconception.
Real
so
quick, for the people
Yeah,
who don't know what a deferred comp is, can you kind of elaborate on what is a deferred comp and kind of how that works?
my
yeah. A
man.
deferred comp is just it's a tax strategy set up for you to invest your money uh, so that you can have what they call and it's part of your retirement, but it's to enhance your retirement, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
really it's just it's really most of them that I see are annuities, and annuities are built to move slow. They'll
Mm-hmm.
protect you now. They're gonna protect everything in there, but they're
Mm-hmm.
not made to grow fast. They're made to move slow. So the deferred comp, a lot of people, it's really how it's set up. Most people don't know how to set up their own retirement or their own funds. So
Mm-hmm.
when they set it up improperly, it performs that way.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so when you say real quick, I'm sorry, because
no,
for
go ahead.
when you say deferred comp, are you talking in addition to a retirement plan like a 401k, or are you
Yes, sir.
referencing like a 401k?
Yes, it's in addition to.
In addition to.
In addition to, yeah, it's like
Okay, okay,
yeah,
Mm,
like a 457 account,
okay.
something like that. Those are in addition to your regular retirement. Your 401k is your main, but your
Mm-hmm.
deferred comp is something that you can have on the side that give you a little bit more boost in your retirement, but it really does.
gotcha.
Okay, and
Okay.
that's something that is given by the employer themselves, or anybody can set one up with like a bank.
Well, the deferred comp that I'm speaking of is through the job. It's through your
Gotcha.
employer.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
But I'm
Okay,
quite sure there's some out there where you can set it up through a bank or some financial company.
gotcha. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
appreciate that explanation.
Yes,
Absolutely.
sir. So it sounds
Absolutely.
good. So you people know, deferred comp is an agreement to delay receiving a portion of your earned salary, wages, or bonus until further date. It's usually, like my man said, retirement. Income taxes are postponed until the money is actually paid out, which can lower your current tax bracket and allow funds to
Mm,
grow. Am I right, Cedric? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Hey, my
Absolutely.
man, we like that, my man. We like that. Hey,
yeah.
man. So let me ask you, man. Why is
Yes, sir.
financial literacy so bad, still so bad, even with all the information that's out there? You have all the social media, TikTok give you so much information, YouTube, but still the financial literacy is like crazy, man. You see people in depth, you see people dealing with,
Uh-huh.
with different issues, and that could be a range of everyone. I mean, shoot, even myself at
Right.
sometimes deal with those issues because we're self-employed, So,
Right.
you know, explain why is it so bad today?
Well,
What do you feel?
what
I know you don't have the answer, but what do you feel?
one of the reasons that financial literacy is so bad is because most people are raised in school, in public
Mm,
school, and public school doesn't teach anything about financial literacy. And so your foundation for growing in life starts in kindergarten, where they're teaching you nothing about money and how to really survive when you get out of these so-called schools.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I feel like the education in schools are definitely a part of why the financial literacy is so low. And then each household, we can't just put it all on the school. Each household has a job to teach financial literacy. How are we supposed to pass our assets to our children's or our children's children if we don't understand how financial literacy works, anything about how to do these things? So we
True.
have to start taking we must take steps to improve upon our own financial literacy. Like you said, SD, it's so much information out here. We
Mm-hmm.
could take a course a week or once a month. We could take courses to start learning about more financial literacy techniques and how to do different things when it comes to
Yes.
our assets and how to grow our money, how to accumulate assets and things of that nature. So it's definitely starting because most people go to school. Well, 98% of the
uh-huh.
people probably go to school,
Uh-huh.
and school is just not going to teach us about financial literacy. They're going to teach us how to pass a test.
Mm.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
valid point. I got a question for you real quick.
Go
Yes,
ahead.
sir.
What are some common deductions that the average person can deduct when they file their taxes that most people don't even think about?
Okay, that's a good one right there. Uh, well, if you're a teacher, I'm gonna start with the
Mm-hmm.
teachers. If you're a teacher has a standard deduction.
Mm-hmm.
It's a $300 standard deduction that every teacher gets.
Okay.
They,
Okay.
yeah, that's just standard. Every teacher get that off the bat, right off the bat. And then some common things. Some of the things you might have to have a business for.
Okay.
It's so. All right, let's talk about that. You have to be set up right. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
if you're not set up in business, see, all right, let's go. America, the foundation of America, the United States of America,
Yeah.
when it was so-called founded, right? Um, it was founded for the business owner. It was not
Mm-hmm.
founded for the employee. It was
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
founded for the small business owner, somebody who can grow their own income. It was not an employee-based type of system when it first started, you know? So that's a big issue right there. You got to
Mm-hmm.
have a business. I think everybody needs to be set up in a business. If
True.
Okay.
you're set up in a business, then now you have something called tax deductions. You can write off
Mm-hmm.
your car expenses. You can write off your lights. You can write off a portion of your rent or your house. You can write off so many different things. The computer that we're on right now. Any
Mm-hmm.
expenses that you incur when you're in business. So when you're in commerce, you are in business.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is commerce. If you look up the definition of commerce, it says everything.
Okay.
War is commerce.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Sex is commerce. Yeah, it's all in you look that
Most
word
definitely.
commerce up
Yeah.
and it's going to tell you these things are commerce.
Understood.
So
Okay.
when we're
Okay.
in commerce, we need to be in business. We
Okay.
don't need to be out there in commerce in our personal suit. We need to
So
be out there in a fictitious suit like Superman or whoever, right?
yeah.
You know, we need to be out there in a fictitious, we can't let things get to the personal person.
Yes.
And if we don't have a business set up, then we taking everything personal.
Gotcha.
And so they have a saying, don't take it personal, it's all business, right?
Okay.
But I look at that statement differently. I used to think they were talking about my feelings. Don't take it personal, man. It's all a business, right? But no, it's an IRS code.
Yeah.
It's IRS code that you can't take things you shouldn't take it in your personal, well, you can, but it says you get no deductions for taking things in your personal name. Now, why is that, man? Let's talk about the name right quick. Why the name? What's up with the name? See, the name in the Bible says a good name is better than fine jewelry.
Yeah.
So what is it about your name? So when we were born, we got something called a birth certificate with our name on it, right?
Right.
So when our parents signed our birth certificate, that was not their paperwork that they were signing. It was somebody else's paperwork. But they signed the paperwork. So what you mean? What you mean it's not their paperwork? They didn't set up the paperwork. Somebody else set it up. They don't know what was on it. So they signed their rights away to the kids, to that name. See, to that name. So that's why they could foreclose on the name. Man, they can garnish the name.
Okay.
They could do a lot. They could lock up the name. Anything on the name. When they read your place on your car, what are they reading? The name.
Okay.
So when your name, what they call that name? They call it a government name, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
So who owns it?
Gotcha.
Now, like the government owns it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they could do all those things to that name. So what you got to do in commerce is get out of that name.
Okay.
You got to come into a different name, Max Finances. That's my name. That's me in commerce, Max Finances.
Gotcha.
So we have to protect ourselves by protecting this entity with a fictitious name.
Okay. So let me ask you, to protect that entity, man, is it a course of setting up a DBA, LLC, S Corp? Explain to the people how they go about protecting their name through a business and, the steps, because they may think, hey, they may just need a DBA, or they may not know which one they may need. Of course, we're business owners, so we know that, but our listeners may not. So please explain.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, a DBA is doing business as, and that's generally going to be in your name, So a DBA is not really protection because everything is going to fall back on you. So doing business as Cedric Maxwell, that's going to fall back on Ced,
Yes. Yeah.
So you got to do businesses in a different name. So one of the structures you would get is what is called a LLC. It's limited liability, but it will still protect you better than a DBA.
Okay.
Right? So you need a limited liability company. And if you have that, then you can put it in a different name. You can put it in whatever name you would like to have it in. You don't have to put it in your personal name, in that government name, your social security name, your W-2 name. These are these are the things that's associated with that name, right?
Right.
So then, the next structure, you have something called an S Corp, S corporation, right? That's a small corporation. That's going to give you a little bit better tax structure. It's actually a IRS tax structure, right? And it's going to give you a lot better. It's going to give you a much better tax setup. When you're going through an S corporation, you can actually pay yourself from your S corporation if you set up payroll. Well, matter of fact, if you get an S corporation, you must set up payroll.
Okay.
Right? So you got to set up payroll and you have to pay yourself. And then if you have other employees, you have to pay them as well. Or if you have W-2 people, you have to come up with some 1099s. So these are the things when you set up a S corporation, it allows you to have a little bit more flexibility,
Gotcha.
right?
Okay.
But then the next one is called a C corp.
Okay.
Now that's when you're doing big business.
Mm-hmm.
C corp is set up for funding. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you
Okay.
get a C corp, man. You ready to get shareholders. You know, you can offer
Mm.
shares. So that's a big deal right there. Most people aren't ready for that. So I don't really never talk too much about that
Yeah,
because
most
we just
Right.
definitely.
really got to get started.
Yes.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
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 we
Mm-hmm.
just got to get started sometimes. And then another structure is a trust. This is it's very important that we learn about trust. You know, this will protect all your assets. They have something called a revocable trust and an irrevocable trust.
Okay.
Both of them will protect your assets. The irrevocable trust is a lot stronger and it'll protect your assets better.
Okay.
Yeah, because, and I'm gonna give you
Nice.
a reason why you say that. Why I say that is because when you have a revocable trust, you could play more than one position inside of that structure. You could be the trustee and you could be the grantor, or you could be the
Mm-hmm.
beneficiary, or you could be any of those positions. Well, you can't do that in an irrevocable trust. You have to play
Mm.
one position.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The grantor cannot have anything else to do with that trust structure once they grant it. And so
Mm.
now it looks like a real trust setup. Now, but the revocable trust, it looked like it could be a sham. Like, which position are you really in? So,
Mm-hmm.
it can go that way. So that's
Gotcha.
kind of like the difference between the two.
Okay. Okay.
But that will definitely protect your assets when you get that trust structure. And then
All
there's
right.
also
Mm.
another one called a life estate.
Mm.
This is one of the most underutilized structures out there. And it's a powerful estate. It's where you are a life tenant inside of a property. Say this home I'm living in now, we
Mm-hmm.
put it in a life estate where they'll put my name on as the life tenant. And the life tenant now has to select a remainder man, somebody. So if I pass away, my daughter will be my remainder man.
Okay.
Then my daughter, the remainder man, would now become what? The life tenant. And
Mm.
then she got to select what? A remainder man. And it continues in the family like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's another way to protect our assets. So, yeah,
Mm.
some different ways to protect our assets, man.
Okay.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. Hey, man, question, man, because
Yes,
it
sir.
seems like you work with all types of people, aging ranging probably from maybe 18, 19, just starting in employment to baby boomers. So, how does millennials compared to Gen Z approach their money, as far as how they manage their money? What have you been seeing? And also the same question, how does boomers versus Gen X or vice versa, boomers versus millennials, what kind of, what are you seeing out there?
Well, it's kind of, with me, it's kind of different. It's different
Mm-hmm.
because when people come to me, I help them get a structure.
Okay.
So I don't know what they really running. They usually aren't running too, they the structure really isn't too good.
Gotcha.
I'm not saying that people are not good that don't have, somebody to help them, but
Understood.
it's usually you need to go in and help them.
Gotcha. So
And
what you
Mm.
that's been my
what you specialize in is working with people that pretty much are getting started and maybe been in business for maybe 1 or 2 years, or they've been filing their taxes on their own, something like that. Like you said, nothing around the C corp, but you have been focusing on like LLCs and S corps and you know the general 1040 taxes and trusts and so on, right? Am I correct?
yeah, I do a lot with that, but I can help
Okay.
anybody that in any type of financial position. Like
Okay.
they got millions of dollars or they just starting out.
Because you're a master of all trades. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Specialize
Yeah.
in it. That's what I like to hear, my man. Hey,
Yes,
what
sir.
is a
Mm-hmm.
money rule that you live by?
Oh, it's the rule of 72. You ever heard of that rule of 72?
Hey, explain to us,
Mm.
man.
It's a
We may have heard of it, but
yeah.
okay, go ahead.
It's a basic financial principle that tells you the number of years it's gonna take to double your income. And see,
Okay.
this is one of the things like they could easily teach this in school. This is
Mm-hmm.
easily. So you take
Mm-hmm.
any interest rate that you're given. So you go to the credit union and you get 1%, right?
Okay.
And so you take that 1% and you divide 72 by 1. 72 divided by 1 is going to be what? 72,
22.
right? So it's going to take your money 72 years to double at that interest rate.
Mm.
So you're not going to get a doubling period in your life until you're 72 years old if your mom and them started your account when you were just born.
Gotcha.
Your money won't double to 72.
Okay.
That's major.
Okay. Okay.
That's a lot, but you got to, woo.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
So,
it is, man. I mean, make you think about some things there,
right.
you know?
And a
So
lot of people set up like that, you know?
Yeah.
So boom, you go, and that's the deferred comp. See?
Okay, yeah.
See? All right, watch this now. You go down the street, and it's a bank, and they're giving you 3% on your money. Okay, you like, that's a little bit better. 3 going to 72, how many times? 24.
24.
It's going to take your money 24 years to double at a 3% interest rate. This is the rule of 72, right? And then so if you go and get 12% on your money, right? And I can show receipts where we getting 12 and better.
Okay.
But anyway, you go get 12% on your money, right? Your money gonna double what? Every 6 years.
Yeah.
Every 6 years. Man, that changed your whole financial picture, y'all.
Yeah.
From 24 to 6?
So
I got
what is
4 doubling periods inside of when you double one time?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you financially.
So what is it that could be invested in that would double like that into like 6%?
Say it again.
So what type of investments could you make to make that type of profit to double that income?
Well, it's several investments you could do. It's a plethora of them. But one of the things that I do is I work in any so let's use Fidelity.
Okay.
You know, I help some of my clients. I set them up through Fidelity, and I choose some. You know, I'm very precise at how I select my accounts for my clients. You know, I actually know how to go in and break a fund down. And see what's inside of this fund. What is the makeup of this fund? You know, there's some things we must know. Like, who is the fund manager? What's the track record of this fund manager, yo? I'm about to go and search you up. You know, we got to do that research. It's real research. Then break the fund down. It's how many companies are in this fund? Usually like 50 or 60 or more, right? So let me look at these funds and see if I like them. These different companies. They got Capital One. They got Nivea. They got all these different companies. Do I like these companies? Do I use any of them? Because I like to invest in things that I use.
Exactly.
Right? I like to invest in companies that I use. If I use Home Depot more than Lowe's, I'm going to find a fund that has Home Depot in it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I can, invest in my own company. See, when you buy shares of a company, you are now part owner in that company.
Yes.
So now when you buy something, now when you go to the store at Home Depot, you're supporting what? Your own business.
Most definitely. Yep. Almost like the Green Bay Packers owning part of the team, you know? So
Yes, sir.
Most definitely. Hey, so since we on that tip, man, let me ask you some questions here. What would you do? Pay off the mortgage early or invest the difference?
Listen, I don't know about that one. Ooh.
Go ahead, man. Hey, you're not going to hurt our feelings over here. We just want your opinion.
You know, I always looked at that like, it depends on how you set it up, you know? Because, you know, you have to get rid of debt because the more money going to debt, the less going to investments. You know? So me, I would be leaning more towards paying off the mortgage.
Okay.
And then start my investment. Because once I pay off the mortgage, all of that can go into the investments.
Gotcha.
Or I could put some in the investments, pay off some of the mortgage, and, you know, it's different strategies you can use when you're dealing with that right there. So it can go either way. It can go
Gotcha.
either way.
Sounds good, my man. Sounds good. You know, we always preach about using that equity to invest in other properties, but as y'all know, there are other things you can invest that money in, you know, and my man Cedric is the right person to lead you into that direction. If you're interested in investing funds into another, what would you say? Something that would generate funds, I guess you could say, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you, 9 to 5 with benefits or entrepreneurship with a Roth? What
Said 9 to 5 with
yes,
benefits.
what would you choose? 9 to 5 with benefits or entrepreneurship with a Roth?
Entrepreneurship, man.
All
All
right.
day. I like to control my own path, you know.
Okay.
And when we work a job, somebody else is in control. And they can
Exactly.
tell us what to
Very
do,
true.
when to do it, you know.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I always like to control my own path.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you another traditional banking or cryptocurrency.
Ooh.
Now, I haven't
Mm.
jumped into crypto.
Okay.
So
Any reason why?
no, I never sat down long enough to study. I don't invest in things I don't study.
Okay.
Okay.
You
Gotcha.
know, and I never sat down long enough to actually study crypto. I got one of my partners, he live in California, man. He been trying to get me to invest in crypto for a minute. I'm like, man, I haven't studied it yet, bro. I can't just invest my money somewhere I'm not familiar with.
Right. Right.
I'm not gonna do it. So I just
Gotcha.
haven't done the study on crypto. So
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with traditional banking, even though I wouldn't want to invest in traditional banking either.
Got you, my man. So let
Yeah.
me ask you the next question here I got for you, my man. What is the most expensive lesson you have learned? You know,
Oh.
Boy,
yeah, in
you
building.
said something just then.
Uh-huh.
Listen, man, the most expensive lesson I have learned
Yes.
is, well, it's a deep one right here.
Uh-huh.
Give it
Is
to us.
keep your business and your family separated.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Elaborate. Why?
Well, because in business, you know, if things don't go right, you know, people are gonna be upset. And so if we have our family members, say you got a family member, they're supposed to be somewhere, and they're like, man, I'll be there when I get there. You know, but you trying to run your business, and you're like, no, man, we need to be there at a certain time. So you
Exactly.
can't
Yeah.
really go off on them like you would, you know, somebody
True.
that you're hiring that's a stranger.
True.
You can't. It's gonna be hard sometimes to put your foot down with them without a big argument or something happening,
Yep. Very true.
you
Very
know?
true.
And so it happened to me in my business. This is how I
Yes.
actually get into max finances. So it was a curse, but it was a blessing because
Gotcha. Okay.
I was in a financial company, you know, one of the companies that recruit people.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a company and I had been in that company like for 15 years. And I had started hitting my stride, you know, I was making some all right money in it, you know. I was making 15 to 20 grand, like on a monthly basis. And I'm
Okay.
working with this company, I'm getting it done.
Yep.
And I bring in some family members and some friends that I went to high school with.
Yeah.
And they kind of got jealous of my success. And, you know, when I talk big, you know,
Yes,
I like to
indeed.
have fun, you know.
Most
And
definitely.
they kind of got jealous of the success what I was having, and they did a coup on me. They did a coup. The guy that was over me,
Jeez.
check
Dang.
me out now. Listen, the guy that was
Well,
Oof.
over me,
yeah.
he started having secret meetings with my team.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yeah, they started having secret meetings, and they ran a coup. So all at one time, all these people came to me like, "Hey, we want to change. We want to change from under you. We want to go with somebody else."
Yeah.
What?
All at one time. So
Uh-huh.
what they did, I saw their strategy was to confuse me. I'm in there
Yes.
like, what? Everybody leaving? What? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like it really, it hit me it hit me low because I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But it took me 2 years to bounce back
Okay.
because I went from 15 to 20 grand to zero.
Mm.
Mm.
To zero. And the
Yes.
only
Yeah.
reason I went to zero is because I said, listen, this dude over me won't make another dime off of me. I go to
Mm-hmm.
zero before he eat off me again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Most
And I said,
definitely.
I figure out another way.
Yeah.
And that's how Max Finances came. You know, I
Okay.
started
Gotcha.
writing
Okay.
books, but
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it was a great lesson. See, I look back on it now and say, man, it was absolutely necessary for that to happen because I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't have known who these people were that were around me. And Max
Yes.
Finance is about to blow up. These people would have been with me when I went all the way up, and then they
Yeah.
destroyed maybe $100,000 income a month. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Most
Mm-hmm.
definite.
So
Most
Yeah.
definite.
for them to do it
Yeah.
right then was great. So I had to learn that lesson.
Most definite, man. Hey,
Dang.
we could definitely relate to that. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
dealt with a similar situation in the early 2000s, my man, and it hurt my
Mm,
feelings. Uh, good
yeah.
thing the company I was with, you know, I had like a little residual income set up from the deals I had put together, but you know, those deals that they pay you ahead because they're expecting that that person's going to keep that membership for a
Oh
year or
yeah.
so. Man, I had so many chargebacks, man. I guess I think that's what they call it, chargebacks or
Uh-huh.
Yes,
something.
sir.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
my God, man. Cause the same thing, man. I felt like everybody got on the phone. Hey, I'm gonna turn out, I'm gonna quit the deal. Hey, I'm gonna quit too. Hey, I'm gonna quit the job. Hey, I'm gonna quit too, you know, and
Dang.
Yeah.
man, you know, it's like it just all disappeared. It was all coming in at once and it's all
Mm-hmm.
disappeared. So I
Right.
definitely understand what you're
All at
saying,
once,
man.
right?
You definitely got to be careful of who you hire and who also you service to give the business to, you know, because that was I'm not gonna mention the business name,
Right,
but
right.
that was offering a service and the service was good, but sometimes offering a service to friends and family may not be the option because if it's something
Mm-hmm.
that you get paid for, whether they keep it for a year or not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If that
Right.
matters, you don't want to involve them at all, you know, because
Right.
then you start feeling like a bill collector. Hey, you going to make this payment? You know, because if you don't make this payment, I got to get
Right,
this
right,
money
right.
back. You know what
Sounding
I'm
desperate.
saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Man. So,
Right.
hey, man, let me ask you, man, what would you tell your younger self, man? What advice would you give your younger self after you experienced so much in life?
That's a good question. Younger said, what would I tell little said?
No.
Invest in
Man.
Bitcoin.
Hey, listen, man, we're going I want you to give me something on Bitcoin. You know, I really would like that, you know. But
Yeah.
what I would tell my younger self, man, is listen, man, stay focused. You gotta stay focused because especially in today's world, because it's so much information coming at you at one time. You can
Hmm.
get something what I call information overload.
Mm-hmm.
You can be overloaded with information. I got so much going on, and you don't do any of it.
Most definitely.
You know, so we gotta be careful for information overload. I would tell young said, listen, stay focused, take one thing at a time,
Mm-hmm.
and don't get overloaded.
Yeah.
Mm.
Stay
Good advice.
stay stay light, man. Stay light, bro, so you can move.
Yeah.
Good
You
advice.
know?
Good advice. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man.
Mm-hmm.
So we always go into this segment, man, because we like to get to know our people, our guests a little closer, man. So we're gonna ask you some questions here, man.
Alright.
What do you typically wear on your feet when you walk out the door? What is
I'll
your go-to shoe?
Oh, well, I like to be secure in everywhere I go, so I gotta have some tennis shoes or something that's gonna keep me
Okay.
secure in case I had to. You know, I always thought I'm always
Okay.
on point with security, y'all.
So
So,
what is your go-to sneaker? Is it the Shaquille O'Neal sneaker brand, or is it a different brand
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
Nike or something? What
Or you're
is your
wearing like some
exactly?
casuals, like some Cole Haans or something.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
What is
yeah.
your preferred brand?
Well, I like Nike. I like the Nike.
Nike. Okay.
Yeah, I like the
Okay.
Nike.
Okay.
They're comfortable to
Gotcha.
me, so
Mm-hmm.
I like those. But when it comes to a dressier shoe, it just depends on what I like. It's not a
Mm-hmm.
different.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a particular brand. It's what I
Yeah.
see that catch my eye.
All
Mm.
right,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay,
So
Okay.
okay.
I
Okay.
move like
So
that
so
with
you know
shoes.
we call this matching contrast podcast because me and my man Vanico, we be having some of the same ideas, but we be on two
Mm-hmm.
different
Okay.
pages sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I like to
Right.
dress up, but my man Vanico would
Mm-hmm.
show up with a clean plaid shirt on.
Wife
So
beater.
I said wife beater.
yeah, or that now. You know what I'm saying?
He
Mm-hmm.
said
So
wife beater.
what
All
yeah.
day.
So
Yeah.
what is your go-to? Said what do you prefer, a suit or do you prefer like a shirt? What is your go-to outfit when you're out there mixing and mingling and networking and doing your thing?
I like to be casual, man,
Yeah,
not
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily a suit,
Okay.
but nice dress shirts, slacks, nice
okay,
shoes when I'm out mingling,
yeah,
looking dapper though. Then,
gotcha.
Mm.
yeah.
Okay,
So
okay,
I prefer to be a casually dressed,
okay.
but still keep it clean.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And I could vouch for my man Cedric. He had did a couple of my seminars. My man always showed up dapper and clean and stuff, you know what I mean? Fresh and clean. So hey
Appreciate it.
man,
Okay.
you hold your own, my man. Hey man, I got a question for y'all. We're gonna play this. This is a segment we used to do back in the past, Benik and I, you know what I mean? So we're gonna bring it back. We're gonna say black, white, or other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So hey, check this
Uh-oh.
out. Check this out, man. It was a guy that pled
Oh, wait,
guilty.
you got to caveat it though. When we say black, white, or other, we talking about as far as the situation, what race did it, not the color.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
with race.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What race
Okay.
is it?
Okay.
Black, white, or other? Okay.
Got you.
So we got a guy, and I'm not gonna say I'm gonna say his name because this name could be for anybody, man. You know what I mean? His name is Herbert Kimball, and he is set
Oof.
to plead guilty in federal court on Tuesday afternoon in connection with the $1.2 billion healthcare fraud scheme.
Mm. Mm.
I'm gonna leave it at that. Who do
Uh,
you think it
to
is?
me,
White,
that's white.
black, or
Mm.
other?
He
1.2
didn't
billion. Let's
look.
talk about that, my man. Let's talk about that, gentlemen. $1.2 billion.
Y'all
Who
still
does
there?
that type of scheming,
Kind of
man?
froze
You
up.
know what? He didn't have no Cedric on his team because
Right.
he'd have kept them right.
For real, man. Hey, Cedric, you still there? You still with us?
Uh-oh, I
We
think
can
he might
hear
have
you.
dropped off.
Did we lose him? I think. Let me see.
Mm. Hey, it's about to get lit too.
Yeah, let's bring him back here. Let me see find out
He
what's
might have
going
to
on.
log back in. Yeah, yeah.
Yo, y'all back?
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there you
Okay,
go.
there you
There you
go.
go. I
Okay.
was about to text you, my
Okay.
man. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
your
All
video
right.
froze there. We good, we
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Oh,
all
it's
right, all
frozen.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
your video froze on some freaky stuff, baby. It was looking like one of
Yeah.
them scary movies and shit.
Yeah.
It was all blur up here and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but hey, let me run it back for you, man, just in case you didn't hear
Yeah.
it, my man. All right. The guy
Oh, I
name
said
is
it was white.
White. Okay, so you
Oh,
heard the whole
okay,
thing.
okay.
Okay, you heard
Yeah.
it.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
okay. What you say, Benico?
Man, I agree. I got to roll with sad on this one. I agree fully,
Yeah,
1,000%,
but
100%. Yeah, yeah.
gotcha, man. Hey, man, let's talk about it. Like I said, let's talk about it, man. $1.2 billion. You
Uh-huh,
scheme that in healthcare, man.
uh-huh,
We already like struggling with this healthcare, man, because prices are so damn high. It's crazy. Like you go to other countries, man, and the doctors, man, they don't make millions of dollars. You feel what I'm
uh-huh,
saying? They work for the people, man. Why are our doctors over here not like that? Why they don't work for the people, man? Why everything got to be money driven? You understand what I'm saying? If you're in
uh-huh, uh-huh.
healthcare to make sure people live and survive and not deal with illnesses, why the hell you charging them a arm and a leg, man, for this type of service? You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
what do y'all feel,
yeah.
man?
Selfishness.
Yeah, man. So when I hear this
Yeah.
$1.2 billion schemed, just think about how that's going to affect the industry. Is that going to make prices go up now? How's that going to affect us? You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy, man. Um,
Yeah.
what y'all feel about that? Anything?
Mm.
Little,
Let
little, little
Benico
tight
go.
one for y'all to talk on.
Yeah, man. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody goes and gets their education, and you pay people to use their education
Yeah,
for a specific, you know what I'm saying, job to do. But if there's a way that other countries are giving out free healthcare and doctors ain't making tons and tons and tons of money, but are still somehow surviving. I think we can adopt that same policy, whether it's the government giving subsidies for different types of employers.
Most
There's a way to
definitely.
do it to where it doesn't hurt the average Joe, but actually still takes care of that particular person.
Most definite, man. And
Yeah, absolutely.
we're looking at it like this, man. Like you said, man, they could cut back on some things. I do understand to go to medical school does cost a lot of money. They spend it 8 years, some on 10 years plus. So yes, give them what they're due, give them what they earn, man. But $1 million, man, for somebody to get a surgery, like my wife had to get a knee surgery, and that cost like 90,000 or something
Mm.
dollars, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but why? You know what I
Wow.
mean? So it's just crazy, man. But to answer your question, my man, the dude was black.
Oh,
Mm.
oh,
See, if you had said PPP or something, I'd have been with you. It was you. It's like health claim. I mean, it's
It said
okay.
healthcare.
I
It
get it.
didn't say
Yeah, yeah,
PPP anything. It said
yeah,
healthcare, my man.
that's
yeah,
And
1.2.
yeah, $1.2
yeah.
billion, man. Hey, man, I hate that it happened, man. But at the same time, hey, man, kudos to our people getting out there in the white collar crime, boy. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we're growing, baby. We're
Look,
growing.
if you're gonna do it, go big. If you're gonna do
Yeah,
it,
For
go
real,
big.
yo. Shit,
right.
let's get away from the car theft and the drug dealing. Let's go big with it now, yo. Go big. Shit. If you're gonna do it, do it. If you're gonna go to
Right.
jail for something. You know what I mean? 1.2 billion. Hey, man, that's worth it. Hopefully he lived his life. Hopefully he got to buy the house he wanted, drive the car he
Yeah,
wanted.
yeah,
You know
Right.
what I mean? Be with the girls he wanted to be. Well, whatever his preference was, whatever the hell.
yeah,
Cause
yeah.
shit, we're in a different society today, Brad. But hey,
Right.
hopefully he lived it up with 0.2 bill. If he put that money in the account and didn't do shit at all, he a dumbass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All together for ripping people off and for not doing anything with the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's crazy
saying?
work right there,
Yeah,
man.
man. Yeah.
Did they say how long he's gonna get for that?
Good question. Let's see.
Mm.
It is a Fed case, so let me see here.
But dollar for dollar on that thing.
Yeah, some restitution involved.
I don't see much. I don't see where they stated what he may get sentenced. But,
Mhm.
I mean, for something like this, man, we could assume it's going to be probably at least minimum 15 to 25 years, man. I mean, $1.2 billion, man,
We still
and,
have the money
and,
though.
and my man is not, you know what I'm saying?
Hopefully he hit some.
Right.
Bruh, hopefully, man. Hopefully he buries some of that for his
Put some in
family.
the mattress or something.
Man, I don't know the mattress idea gonna be. I don't know if that works today, bro. They don't
Hey,
caught
listen.
on to that shit a long time ago. You better go bury that money, put it in a good
No.
barrel and wrap it up real good. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh, I got a good financial strategy for him on that.
what's that?
Ah.
What's that?
Never,
Go
that
ahead.
never be able to touch his money.
Okay.
Mm.
Go ahead.
If he
Wait,
put it-
you want to tell
Huh?
us, or people got to pay for it for the information?
No, I tell you, if he'd have took that money and put it in an annuity, they can't touch it. I don't care what they do. They cannot. Annuity would protect your asset, your money. It ain't gonna grow a lot, but it's gonna protect that money. No
Okay.
creditors, no ex-spouse, no nothing. Listen, nobody gonna be able to get in that account but the person's name on it.
Right. Okay.
Oh
So
yeah,
Okay.
we're
Good to know.
not promoting crime. We're not
No.
committing any crimes. But it's like it's good to know these things. Like, so if somebody wanted to protect their money that they, you know what I'm saying, somehow came about, by doing street pharmaceuticals or something like that or whatever. So they create themselves annuity. And if they get some time, because they made a mistake and got caught and so on, they gotta, do the little bit of time. When they get out and they decide to withdraw from that annuity, how does that work, man? Are they gonna be will the government still go after that money at that point? You know what I'm saying? Or will it be forgiven? How does that work? Because you put in an annuity to protect it, but at some point it has to come out. Otherwise, you know what I mean? Are you going to keep it there? Because when you pull it out, all right, we got you now. You know what I mean? The slap on the wrist, we got you now. And how does that work, man? I want to know.
Listen,
Not for
man,
me, because I'm not committing any crime. I just want to know.
Right. It's a strategy that's serious. Like this next level what I'm about to teach right now. It's
Okay.
a strategy where you have your money in an annuity, right? And you go and find a company that will loan you money against those assets. And you never have to pull money out of the annuity. You just got to pay it back, the loan back, from the annuity that when you took out a loan against the money. Say if you got $1 million, you take out a $500,000 loan against your money. You just got to eventually pay that $500,000 back.
So
Or
it's transferring the funds rather than pulling cash out. You're just transferring the funds.
well, what you're
More
doing
like,
is when you take out a loan, there's no taxes on a loan. They
okay.
can't charge you
Yep.
tax on a loan.
Okay.
If you
But you got
take
to pay
money
that
out that
loan off.
annuity, we'll say it
Yeah.
again.
But you have to pay that loan off. So if you're going to
You
use
have
the
to pay it
annuity to
off.
pay that loan off, so how you going to transfer the funds from the annuity to the loan without having to withdraw the cash and showing that you have the cash, and how you came about the cash to source it? Or can you transfer directly from the annuity to the loan?
Well, there's several ways you could do it, but I wouldn't pull no money out of the annuity to pay off the loan. The first thing I would do is if I take out $500,000, I'm gonna take from that $500,000. I'm gonna set up a bank account, and I'm gonna take out whatever that payment is gonna be for 2 years. I'm gonna put that money in a bank account and just let that pay that automatically for 2 years while I come up with my strategy and what I'm gonna do with the rest of this.
Okay.
You see,
Okay.
and that way I'm in the good. I'm keeping to the good, but I'm putting together a plan. I'm about to grow this money like crazy to pay that loan all the way back and then do it again.
Okay. Okay.
Never taking money out of this annuity because they're gonna hit you. And we just gonna keep borrowing against it.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Sound what's
sir.
up, man. That's what's up. Well, a lot of now, what I'm saying, what to do with your money, what I mean? The self-employed individuals, those, hustling out there, grinding, trying to make something happen for the family, so on, or whether you're doing it for yourself to drive that nice car or something, man. You know how to protect your money. But let me tell you, man, it's another way you could use your money, man. If you depositing that money into your bank account, hey, man, we could do a bank statement loan for you, man. We don't have to verify your funds through W-2s or 1099s. We could just calculate that income on it, consistent income on that 12-month or 24-month bank statement, and get you into a house today. 10% down, man. Closing costs about 3%. Hey, man, close that deal. You in your new home, man. Hey, if you need a realtor, you got my man Benico here. I'm your neighborhood MLO. And again, we got my man Cedric here, said to the max, teaching you about the finance.
Yes,
We're going to go ahead and close it out. Do you have anything left on Benico?
Said, how can the people reach you?
Oh, I could be found at Max, MAXX, Finances. Got to say it with the S. Got to say it with your chest.
Okay.
MaxFinances.com. And then you can also reach me by phone, 813-277-4380. And I'm Said to the Max on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. CED _ the number 2 DA _ MAXX. Said to the Max.
Perfect, man.
Cool, man. Y'all heard it. Y'all know how to get in contact with them. If you got some extra funds and don't know what to do with them, hit up Said, man. He'll tell you the best way to save that money and make it work for you while you sleep.
Yes,
The
sir.
American dream.
Yes, sir. Well, as you know, man, Cedric, man, we appreciate you coming on, man, and being a part of this. This is the Matching Contrast podcast, and it's your boy SD Newkirk, your neighborhood MLO, aka the Architect, and also I'm here again with my co-host, the one and only.
I am Vanico, aka Yeah.
Yes, sir. Hey, holla at us, man. We'll catch you next week. Peace.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for having me on.
Thank you, sir.
Most definite.
Yes, sir.
Most definite. Thank you.
All right.